doing hardwood floors here, and I just wanted to do a quick safety video because I wasn't. So essentially I have this edge piece that I had on here, and I've modified it since, but I'm still in the process of it. And so anyway, the way this thing was designed, and I'm going to exaggerate to make my point, this ledge, this edge part, was out too far. Okay? So when that happens, this is how much from where the other edge is. When that happens, when your foot comes off the step, the natural tendency in your brain is to extend your foot a certain amount. And what was happening there is we were extending our foot out to hit the next step, and by the time, because this was out so far, by the time our foot hit this step, it was actually right on the edge, and my wife and I both fell down the stairs, foot slipping off the edge here. So what I did here was I cut this board back so that initially right about here was where the lip was. So I took my table saw and cut back the lip, and then on this side I'm still working on it. I cut a piece with the saw blade going this way, and then I cut an indentation with the saw blade going this way so that I could relay this piece back down here and essentially, put this pretty close to where it should be. I don't know if you can see that there, but almost right up against this piece. Now, if it was ideal, I guess you'd have a piece exactly where this one is, so it's flush. Exactly where this is, so it's flush. And I can probably do that a little bit more by cutting this back a little bit more, and then cutting this back part back a little bit more. But essentially now I'm only an inch, well, less than an inch, based on my finger measurement. As you can see here, out from where this other piece back here is. So I could do a little bit more. And then as I said, I just kind of, if you have a router, you can route out this part if you want, and cut this back a little bit. And like I said, it was probably about here. So, and then I cut this piece, ripped this piece on my table saw as well. And once I'm totally finished, this will sit back nicely and give you a lot more room here. Just keep that in mind if you're doing it yourself.